guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to the little gift guide series we're doing here on my channel, and today we are talking all things babies. What would you get your baby for Christmas? I feel like a little caveat here, babies don't need anything for Christmas. They really don't. But I have had requests to do a baby gift guide on my channel because I have done gift guides for 1 to 2 year olds, for 2 to 3 year olds, and I've also just posted a 3 to 4 year old gift guide. I think around the 3 to 4 year old mark is where Christmas gets really exciting, and you know, kids actually know what's going on a little bit more, but for babies they really don't need much. I like to use it as an opportunity to get things that we are going to buy anyway. So this gift guide is probably aimed around the 6-month-old mark. However, it's kind of give or take a couple of months. You could probably get, you know, babies between the age range of like 3 months to 9 months these presents, and they'll either grow into them or they'll use them straight away. Yeah, we'll just go from there. But around the 6-month mark, because my baby is going to be turning 6 months on the 2nd of January, so that's the sort of stage I'm in. So yeah, I've got a little list of things that I'm going to share with you, and yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, around this time, the big thing that is happening is teething for most of us. I'm in the thick of teething right now, and yeah, I completely forgot how much it knocks you for 6. So teething toys is a huge one. For me, I have 3 teethers that I used and loved with my first. I'm going to be using the exact same ones with my second, and those are the Nubby Mitt. So it's literally just a mitt that you velcro onto your baby's hand, and then it has like a rubber teether thing at the end. So if they're too young to like be holding things and bringing it to their mouth and, you know, all that kind of stuff, it's literally what they do all the time, put their hand in their mouth. So the mitt is great to, like, you know, just let them chew on that, and it kind of gives them a little bit of relief. So the Nubby or the Newbie teething mitt is a really good one. Secondly, a matchstick monkey. Everyone knows and everyone loves a matchstick monkey. My first absolutely adored them. They're really easy to hold because they've got the arms. It also has some nubbles on the back of the head, so you can put like teething gel or teething powder or something on that, which is really nice because they can obviously directly put it on themselves essentially, which is great. So a matchstick monkey is definitely going on my almost 6-month-old's Christmas list. And then finally, on the teething side of things, a Newbie keyring. It's a classic, guys. Again, my first absolutely loves this, and my second, Hallie, has actually got it with her right now. She's just down here and she's munching on them. The really cool thing about the keyring, there's like a gel inside, and you can put them in the freezer and then it comes out icy cold, which is really soothing for their gums. So I know that, you know, my babies absolutely love this, so I rate them massively. I guess it kind of depends on what stage your baby is at, in terms of like holding things and bringing things to their mouth, as to what teether you would get. I think for younger babies, go for the Newbie Mitt, and then for slightly older babies, maybe the matchstick monkey, and then for babies that are like pros, they could go for the Newbie keyring. Like I said, I know and love all of these and highly rate them. But yeah, those are my favourite teethers. Tick that off the Christmas list. Number 2 is Rattles. I have this really great set of Rattles from Amazon actually, and it's lasted all through my first and now my second, so we've had it for like 3 years. It comes in a nice little case, which is really handy because there's quite a few little Rattles, and you know, lots of small toys can easily get lost, and if you are planning to have more than one kid, a set like this can go through a couple of children and no problem, and having them all in one place is really handy to keep them, you know, safe for a few years in the attic, in a box, whatever it might be. That's exactly what we did. Like I said, this set was on Amazon. It was quite affordable. All the Rattles are great. Some of them have actually got like little teething elements on them, little bits of rubber and stuff that they can put in their mouth, which has been fantastic for the kids as well. But I really like Rattles for like the cause and effect. You can see them getting really confused when they're shaking them and it's making a noise, and then they realise eventually that when they move, that's when the noise happens, and you can see the little brains working. I just think they're fantastic. Every baby needs a Rattle. For me, if my baby's getting a little bit bored, potentially, instead of shoving on like Dancing Fruit on the TV, which I love, but putting a Rattle in her hand, it entertains her just as much. So I really rate them, and I'll link the exact set that we've got down below. Number 3, and it's a biggie, I feel like for the 6-month-old mark, a jumperoo is a standout favourite for a gift especially. Like, it's something nice that the grandparents can maybe get them, but I would also say second-hand jumperoos are fantastic because they are quite expensive to get them brand new, and babies don't really stay in jumperoos for that long, but they are worth their weight in gold for the period that you do use them. So I would would say a baby would probably use a jumperoo between the ages of maybe like maximum maybe 5 months to maybe 10 months, but I feel like even that's a stretch. I think my first had his jumperoo from the age of about 5 months or 6 months old to about 9 months. I think it just depends on how active your baby is, how much they want to escape, whether they like it. It's just a really nice, easy, safe place to put your baby if you need to go to the toilet, or if you know, need to go and answer the front door, or whatever it might be. It's a really nice place to just pop your baby. They're entertained, they love it. Most babies love it. I know not all babies, but like I said, you can get them secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. Bargains. Most kids are only in them for a couple of months, so they're not going to be too well used. I think that's a really, really great one. I'll link, you know, a cheap one on Amazon, but like I said, I would go secondhand for it. Number 4 on the gift guide for babies is a textured book. I think this is a great one for younger babies, so around the 6-month-old mark. All the textures on there that have like maybe mirrors and shiny things and, you know, bits of ribbon coming off, even bits that crinkle. I feel like things like that are great because, again, it's the cause and effect. If they put their hand on it, they hear the noise, or they feel a different thing. I think that's a really, really great one. There are some really good ones on Amazon, which I'll link down below. They're really, really easy and such a nice one, little activity to get out when you're doing like playtime, tummy time, mat play. Get a little textured book out, have a little bit of mat play, and they just really love it, and I feel like it's a really nice one. It's really affordable as well. Next up on the list is a sensory box. I actually have this one from Sensational Babies. They sent it to me. I had this exact sensory box with George when he was 3 months old, I believe. A sensory box is fantastic for basically any kind of age baby, I think. George uses some of the things from his Sensational Babies box now, and he's 3 years old, so they are really going to stand the test of time. This is a small company on Instagram, and they've sent Hallie her own little one. Like I said, George has this exact card with his name on it, and it's got all of these lovely like flashcards, for example, all in black and white. Babies love black and white. You've got things like little hand puppet. Love it. Loads of things like sensory balls. This one flashes. George has got this exact ball in green. It's got like feathers and loads of like ribbon and things like that. Loads of really great things. Oh my gosh, George has this exact one as well. They've got matching things. This one was honestly one of George's favourite things ever when he was a baby. Loads of ribbon on this like wooden ring. Love that. Honestly, there's just so much in here. Mirrors, things like that. A shaky egg. Again, George still has his one of these. And the standout favourite for me is a foil blanket. It obviously comes like this, where you open it all up, and what I used to do is get this flashing ball, put the foil blanket over it, and like maybe if you've got like a play gym or something, put the foil blanket over that, and then get the ball to like flash, and it like reflects all around. It's like a little baby sensory disco. It's amazing. Like I said, this company, Sensational Babies, are fantastic, and they can personalise it to anything that you like, any colours that you particularly like. They're great. They're so great. I highly rate them. They are closing the shop on the 9th of December this year so that they can spend time with their family, which is totally fair enough. I would highly recommend getting one though, because you could obviously put something like this together yourself, but obviously you just go into that small business, supporting that small business, and getting a box that's all fully made, ready to go. And it's got all the different things that baby's going to absolutely love. I think is a really, really great gift. And even if I would say you just got that for your baby, I would probably say that that is the ultimate gift for a baby. That's possibly the only thing that they're going to need, because you've basically got, what, 10, 15 gifts in one. I think that's a great one. They're not going to know what's going on anyway. You open the box, you pass them loads of different things. You don't have to unwrap anything. I just think that's fantastic. Highly rate, and I can't wait to get Hallie playing with it. Number 6 on the baby gift guide is a Bumbo chair. I'm holding this Rattle because it's the most annoying thing in the world when you move it, but this little bad boy, it's great, it's fantastic. I definitely think from 6 months old, a chair like this is a fantastic one for babies, not just to entertain them because you've got all of these little activities on the top. This one's from Mamas and Papas, but you can get loads of different ones called like Bumbo seats and things like that. This one though I really rate because it's got, again, all of the little rattles, it's got a mirror on it, it's got loads of little different textures, things that move, like spin and these little bits, like it's really great. But you can just take that off. It's got suction cups on the bottom. Pop that to one side, and then you've also just got a really handy little seat. Obviously, once they're holding their heads up, they're able to go in this, so from whatever age that might be for your little one. But I think this is great for weaning. I remember giving George his first food in this exact seat, and I think I'm probably going to be doing the same with Hallie, which is which is making me emotional. I can't believe she's going to be weaning soon. I just think this is a really, really great one. This grew with George really well as well, because you've obviously got the tray, which you can take off. Again, that's great for weaning, but then you've also got this insert which you can take out, and then it's even bigger. So this again can grow with them as their legs get a little bit chunkier and that inner bit isn't needed anymore. You can just pop the tray back on, and then you've got a nice little toddler seat, to be honest. Like I said, it's from Mamas and Papas. You can get the little inner bit in loads of different colours. Obviously we've got like a dark grey blue kind of colour, and you can get pink, you can get grey. It's just, yeah, it's really great. I think particularly with the little activity bit that the Mamas and Papas one comes with, I just think it's fantastic. It's a great present. I think it's about £30 to £40, but I'm pretty sure in the Black Friday sales it will be on sale. And again, I would say this is a good one for like a grandparent to purchase for you. Another one that we've had for coming up to 3 years now is the Tommy eggs. I feel like this is a present that just keeps on giving. Like, if you don't know about these, get to know about these, because these are £10, guys. These eggs on Amazon or wherever you get them from are £10. There's 6 little eggs in there. They've all got little shells, and they all have little eggs as well, and they all squeak. These are well loved, so if they've got any marks on them, then, you know, like I said, we've had them for coming up to 3 years. And at the bottom, they've got little shapes. So this is a star one, and they've got little shapes to go in there. So they kind of fit in like a 3D puzzle type vibe. George had these from the age of about 6 months, and then he has, well, they're still in his toy box. They're his toys. He still uses these. I feel like from the age of about 6 months, they can like hold the little shells. They can hold these. You can obviously squeak them for them, and that's quite nice. But then as they get older, I feel like they really enjoy maybe putting the shell lids back on, and then as they get a little bit older, maybe even correlating like the little faces to the colours, and then as they get even older, they can start doing like the 3D puzzle element of it. They're honestly just such a classic, and again, they're going to last, so you kind of know you're going to get your money's worth, even though it's only £10. I will link these ones down below, but I know that these are absolutely going to be a winner. One that I almost forgot to mention is a little play gym. I feel like for a younger than 6-month-old baby, this is probably perfect, but 6-month-olds can definitely get use out of this as well. I feel like things dangling from the top, a black and white one would be fantastic. You can put things on there yourself. A play gym is a great one for a baby that isn't on the move yet, basically. Hallie's had this one since she was 3 months old and has had so much use out of it. Definitely worth it, and they're quite affordable, and I'll link a few down below. This one was secondhand from a family friend, so I don't know where it's from, but I'll try and find similar ones down below. Next up, kind of going more into the essentials range rather than toys and activities, because like I said, it's a great opportunity at Christmas just to get things that you're gonna need for a 6-month-old baby. So I would say at 6 months old, you've probably transitioned out of swaddles. Then some sleeping bags are a great one. I am not here for blankets. Blankets in the buggy and things like that, totally fine. But at night, I am a sleeping bag mum, because I don't want them to be kicking off their sheet or for the blankets to be going over their faces or anything like that. Sleeping bags, I just think, peace of mind. They're always going to be covered because they literally can't get out of them because it's all clipped up and zipped up. And it's safe, which is obviously the main thing. So I think sleeping bags is a great one. It's something that you're going to have to buy anyway, so why not get them at Christmas and then get them all cosy on Christmas Day. And then along the same lines as that, obviously babies grow just ridiculously fast, especially before the age of 1. They just constantly grow every few months, or every few weeks really. They need new clothes. So some clothes and pyjamas in the next size up is a great one. My baby is already in 6 to 9 month clothes, and she is 4 months or 4.5 months now. She's long, she's so long, so I've had to like really quickly buy new clothes I didn't expect to have to buy until like, you know, Christmas time. She's already in those, so the next size up for her is going to be 9 to 12 months, and she's going to be not even 6 months at Christmas, which is insane. So yeah, I definitely think some clothes in the next size up is a great one. My favourite places for baby clothes, reasonably priced baby clothes, are Sainsbury's and Asda. They are my 2 favourites in terms of like the quality and how they look and price mark, because I think, yeah, you can go to Zara and they sell really lovely clothes, but their baby's only going to be in them for literally, well, half a second if you're my daughter. So I think we're probably going to stick to the supermarkets for now. Next on my list is back to sort of playtime, but it's also kind of for the house. Like, I rate this thing so much. It's possibly one of my favourite like purchases I've made for the house, and I've made a fair few, but it also doubles up as something for the kids. So it is my Totter and Tumble playmat. You guys would have seen this in vlogs and stuff. I talk about it all the time. I bought this back in November 2020. Obviously it's now November 2023, and it's still going strong. The one that we actually bought originally is now in our office, and I use that as my like home workout area because it works really well as a sort of yoga mat, type exercise mat, play mat. You can really easily like anti-back it, or like wipe it down and mop it, because you're gonna have spillages, like we know this. Put kids and animals and sleep deprived parents with coffee in a room and you're gonna have spillages. My Totter and Tumble playmat has held up so well. They're reversible, they have so many different designs. I actually have a discount code which I'm going to pop in the description box. I hope that I've still got the discount code. I'm going to pop it down below. I adore it. It's gorgeous. It is a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth the money because you would spend that money on a rug anyway, and it's somewhere for your kids to play that's, you know, like I said, it's wipeable, you can properly sanitize it, and it's obviously really comfy and squashy, and like the quality is top of the bar. Like, it's so nice. So yeah, highly rate it. Definitely love my Totter and Tumble playmat. So Hallie is getting a little bit tired, so we're gonna rattle through these last couple of ones, aren't we? Yeah, we are. But the next few ones are all to do with weaning. Obviously around the 6-month-old mark is when weaning starts typically, so I feel like now's a really good time to get some of the bits you're gonna need for weaning, because I always forgot like how much you need for weaning, because you're going to need plates, you're going to need bibs, you're going to need spoons, all of that stuff, even a high chair if you haven't got one. So now's a really good time to get those things. I think what I'm going to do is link some of my favourite things that I used for George that he still has. So again, I know that they wash up well, I know that they last really well, and George still uses some of them. Some spoons that I really liked were the Munchkin ones, because they are quite thin, quite small, so they're really good for like first, you know, tastes of things, because their mouths are like not used to spoons and things like that. So I just feel like these little spoons are really nice to get them started. Along with the grey bowls, they wash up really nicely because they're like a silicone, like a dark colour is always good because you're not going to get like tomato stains everywhere. And then the last thing was also, again with the weaning, is a baby food feeder. So you basically put up like mashed up fruit or whatever into this baby feeder. It's got like a little ring that they can hold, and then they can like feed themselves like mashed up banana or strawberries and give them first tastes of things. I thought that was a really cute little idea, which I think I'm gonna get for you, little miss. I think I will. But anyway guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I'm going to take Callie up for her nap because she's getting a little bit restless, aren't you, darling? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, like I said, you don't need to get anything for your baby for Christmas, but if you're going to get things anyway, then why not do it around this time? Like I said, Hallie's turning 6 months on the 2nd of January, so it's perfect timing for 6-month-old present, isn't it? But yeah, for now, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys!
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that